Okay, so some key phrases and concepts. Abdominal scoop. So we have the abdominal scoop, which we talk about in Pilates. Joe Pilates talks about the abdominal scoop a lot. What does abdominal scoop mean to you guys, if I said abdominal scoop?
Coccyx curl. Yeah.
Pretty much coccyx curl, yeah? So that would be if I was supine. Maybe I should show you all those positions. Abdominal scoop in supine, I can drop my belly. It's belly button more towards spine, right? And that more than it would be pelvic tilt. That would be the extreme motion into pelvic tilt, including glutes, right? If I was only talking about abdominal scooping, I'd be pulling in, right? And almost making the kind of a hollow shape in there. I am flattening my back, yes, but I'm not engaging my bottom and moving all the way into pelvic tilt. So we can talk about a light scoop pulling in the belly towards the spine to support, right?
Could you call it, would you be pulling, scooping them and getting neutral, or would you actually go to the flat back?
I am going to as much of a flat back as I can get to without tilting my pelvis. Actively tilting my pelvis with my glutes.
Without pressing into your feet.
Without pressing into my feet, exactly. Yeah? Does that make sense? Okay, so then we have it also in other positions. Where's another, if we're on our tummies, where would be abdominal scoop here? Right. Pubic bone, right? So we talk about pubic bone pulling down. So I'm actually either, I can cue that by asking someone to pull their pubic bone down. I can also cue it by asking them to lengthen their low spine, right? So as if they're pulling down this way, lengthening the spine or pressing the pubic bone down, one or the other. And I'm still getting that scooped feeling, right? And then the one, most classic one probably, is the seated scoop, right? So sitting here, we do it as kind of that C-curve prep on the long box, or I'm sorry, on the short box, or on the mat where you're sitting and you're pulling in. So I'm really going from here, I'm not going from my tail, right? The abdominal lift, lengthen, and then rounding. So rounding the low spine, low belly coming in. That would be my abdominal scoop. So yeah, the other thing is we want to think about lengthen the spine. So this is, I used to talk about it a bit, but now I really talk about lengthening the spine. I feel like that's such a key concept that we need to have all the time when we're talking about movement and position and muscle activation, is more to talk about position of the body and the position you want to end up, have the body end up in, than you do about hinging at one level, or you want to prevent that from happening, no matter what position you're in. So lengthening the spine gets you to move more evenly through the spine all the time if you keep that length feeling the whole time. And then here's the picture. So abdominal scoop on the belly would be in prone, you'd be lifting pubic bone down. You can keep going. Yeah, and here it is on your back, and here it is in seated. Right?